After spending the past 4 years driving our UK campervan Trudy around the world, we've seen quite a few unique places and we've tried some pretty unusual foods.
Coconut is sheep's intestines.
But whilst driving up Thailand's east coast, we've discovered a food stand that cooks its food in a way that we've never seen before. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Marcel Proust. Good morning, welcome back to Thailand. We had a good night's stay here in this little hotel in Chumphon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Although the cockerel that you can hear did wake us up at the crack of dawn. It's a little bit of a grey morning this morning. The last night we had dinner in the restaurant and it was absolutely hammering it down. And I mean proper hammering it down, that we couldn't leave. And the lady in the restaurant kindly lent us her umbrella, so we've got to return that before we leave.
How are you? The lady yesterday let us have the umbrella.
The weather's actually been pretty dry here in Thailand. It's the beginning of their dry season. We had a lot of rain in Malaysia because of the monsoon, but so far, this is the first batch of really heavy rain we had, and boy, did it thunder last night.
Right above our room, I was woken to the largest clap ever.
Kapun crap. Thank you. Okay, so this is where we drove up. We went to Ranong to the market there, and we cut across, and this is where we've been staying here in Chumphon. And the plan today is we're going to be heading up to Hua Hin here as we make our way towards Bangkok. But I think we're going to try and take the coastal road, take the smaller road as far as we can, because this main road I think is a dual carriageway and won't be quite as interesting. So we're going to try and wheedle our way on the smaller roads when we can on our way up there. Ready to hit the road?
I am, and when we get there, there's a very funny story about Hua Hin.
There is.
In the bushes.
Oh, it's a bit tight this morning. We have actually found a bridge that looks quite interesting just on the way out of town that we're going to stop off and have a look at. And we'll probably, because it's the journey up there I think is about 4 hours-ish, so we'll probably have to stop for lunch on the way as well. But it's been a nice little hotel. The staff here have been great. It's reasonably priced. It was like £30 a night.
The food is great as well.
The food was good. There is actually a swimming pool over there, which we never had the chance to go into, but looks very nice. Right, let's go. It's very convenient in Thailand. They've got lots of these U-turning lanes in the towns, like Malaysia, which makes it...
And Korea.
And Korea, yeah,
as well.
Which makes it much easier to get around rather than thinking, am I legal to do a U-turn or am I being naughty? Because Marianne can sometimes be a little bit naughty.
Is this when I say that's why you married me?
One of many reasons, my sweetness, one of many reasons. Hopefully the rain holds off today. You can see outside lots of the shops and businesses, in fact most of them, they have these little temples or shrines outside. Obviously wishing their business good luck.
Yeah, giving thanks for good business.
Should probably have one in Trudy to make sure we get across China and beyond. Okay, I just had to stop because I've seen a papaya tree. You see lots of them, but I haven't managed to catch one on camera. So there you go, outside this house here, right there, is massive papayas. How great is that? They got chickens running around the yard, and there's also a banana tree. You can see they've put a bag over the papaya that they're trying to ripen. We saw that in Turkey and other places over bananas. So that must obviously be a common way of ripening up your fruit. But there you go, Aunt Julia, that's one for you, because Aunt Julia loves her papayas and has them every day. Maybe they're from Thailand. I really like these elaborate gates that you see.
Oh, wow.
And we're following it around to the left. Oh, it's a temple, look at that. Beautiful. Traditional wooden buildings there. I think we're about to go over a river as well. Nice. Thailand's very, very beautiful to drive around. Never thought I'd be saying I'm driving around Thailand, but we are.
It's fascinating actually, with all the buildings and the shrines. It's just very, very different to the other countries we've visited here in Asia.
One thing you have to be careful of in Thailand is cars just stop. He was good, he indicated.
He actually indicated.
But most of the time, they just stop. So always watch your stopping distance. Okay, the bridge should be just down here on the right. I think you probably have to park here. Oh, there's a chicken. There's another thing you got to watch out for is chickens.
Oh, there's a lot of chickens.
chickens.
There's one down there.
They're all wandering.
There's a lot of cockerels. They all seem to get on though.
I have no idea what this park has in store for us, but I think it's worth it already for you, Marianne.
It is. I love chickens.
And there's lots of chickens. They've all come over to say hi to Trudy. And there's even a mum with her little chicks wandering around there. Hello, girls. How you doing? Amazing. There's chickens everywhere. Some nice elephant statues there. Yeah, we haven't got a clue really where we're going or what this place is really. We're just being sporadic, so we just thought we'd come and have a look on the way. We spotted it on the map and thought, oh okay, that might be interesting. Be careful, it's very slippy. Proper algified. The birds sound so different, don't they? This is lovely, there's nobody here. It looks like an almost abandoned village. I'm going to just go and have a look. This looks like it should be like an old kitchen. Very strange. Literally feels abandoned. There's got to be people around somewhere. I can see the bridge through the trees.
What is that on the side of the tree? Is that like a bee's nest or something?
I don't know. Looks like a bug nest, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're all coming in and out and running
there's
up
lots.
the tree.
They're like little ants.
Yeah. And then they're running up the tree and they're going all the way up to that.
Or maybe it's an ant's nest.
I don't know. So
If you know what it is,
yeah, we need clever people.
let us know in the comments. That's a funky looking bridge. There's actually a picture of a hornet. Maybe that's what was on the nests. And then they've got a sign here. It's the Resak Tembaj Bridge. But that's all in Thai, so I don't understand that. And then that looks like
Fish food, like pond.
that's carp food.
Yeah.
That's fish food.
They've also got a cow with a beautiful egret over there.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
see any deer. Oh, there's loads of them. Loads of cows over there.
There you go, so we're coming up to the highest part of the bridge. There are hornets flying around. Maybe they're, yeah, because it's a wooden bridge.
We were taught a trick. In fact, I was in Thailand probably about 30 years ago. If you click your fingers, it disrupts the airwaves. Believe it or not, but it works for us.
Wow, that's the end. The path's come to an end down there, but I think this was like a nature park in years gone by that's kind of maybe been killed off with COVID or something. But look at that. I guess that's some kind of massive termite mound. I mean, that comes up to my chest. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. We saw something very similar in Namibia, I think it was, or South Africa.
Yeah, it's definitely termites, it's got to be. And there's quite a few of them dotted around, and then there's more like at the bottom of that tree. It's been built up as well. Okay, north we go. Looking at the colour of that sky, I think there might be another storm like yesterday coming.
But there is good news. Our roof is no longer leaking. Yay!
That's true, it's no longer leaking, although the mat on the van was very wet this morning because I think we didn't close the side door properly. Another little rookie mistake there.
But now the floor is clean.
Yes, it is. What's interesting, on all these trees, you can see they've cut them and the sap is dripping into bowls, which I think is rubber. I think that's how they get rubber. I've seen those in Malaysia in the good old days. Lots of them in this area. It's just started to rain. Guy on the back of the bike in front's just putting his little poncho on. Keep himself dry. Doesn't look as dark as it did though. Driving through lots of palm trees and these plantations. It's always so much nicer driving down these small back roads rather than the big dual carriageway.
Way more interesting.
The locals give you quite strange views when you drive past.
And as soon as you smile and wave, the biggest grin ever appears on their faces.
Yeah, that's something we've noticed. You know, it only needs a smile and put your hand up to say hi, and everybody that's looking at you seriously suddenly gives you the biggest smile ever. It's lovely, isn't it?
It is, and randomly, if you think about it, if you saw something like a Japanese ice cream van driving down, Watford High Street, you'd be looking at it really with one of those puzzled expressions.
Definitely. So many birds. What the hell are they?
We don't know, but they're massive.
Pull over a second.
What are they?
Wow, how many birds? It looks like a clip from Alfred Hitchcock's movie The Birds. Well, I have no idea what birds they were, but they were absolutely massive. They looked like some kind of water bird, a stork or something. So if anybody knows, drop us a comment. This road's now going along the sea, so you should be able to see the sea. Yes, look, it's there.
Look at that.
Wow, this is lovely. Even on a cloudy day, it looks good. So because it's 1 o'clock, we thought we'd see if we could find somewhere for a quick bite to eat on this road by the sea, because there's lots of little restaurants. Let's just go a little bit further. Okay, we spotted this little restaurant right by the sea here, which looks lovely. Oh, it's closed. It's a shame it's closed. I guess it must be low season, but we thought we'd come and have a quick look at the ocean while we're right here. Look at that. It's a very cloudy day today. Oh, that's beautiful. What do you reckon?
I reckon that hammock Was this restaurant open, I would be in that house.
Oh, it's lovely. There's actually a tree, look, they've got the palm tree straight through. They've built the seating area around it.
Still alive and growing coconut.
Oh well, it's closed, but we'll just keep driving north and I'm sure we'll find something somewhere. But we got to see the ocean today, which is amazing. Right, attempt number 2. Well, no joy on the restaurant front yet. And we're turning away from the sea now, actually. We found a hotel in Hua Hin. It's still 3 hours 10 minutes away, and it's 1:30, so we're going to probably go the most direct route, just because we don't want to arrive after dark. We stop for lunch somewhere, so we'll see what we find. And the heavens are still trying to open, but we've been lucky so far. Okay, the road has turned into red sand.
Yeah, what is that? It's so red as well, though. Is this the main road?
No, this is the quiet small road that I tried to get off the main road. The main road will be joining further down when this road runs out.
Whoopsie! Good job we're doing it now then.
Google, where are you taking us? We're on the back roads.
I think this is a shortcut. This is a Google shortcut.
Well, I don't know, seen it. Who knows, we'll find the most spectacular thing. It's only for 10 miles. So we just stopped to show you these rubber trees. Look, so this is the little cup they've put on the side. And then you can see the sap dripping in there very, very slowly. And they put little cuts into the trees. And there's all of these. I think we're in the middle of nowhere, love.
I think it's official. We are in the middle of nowhere, but there are rubber trees, so we're doing okay.
Go through another little town here. Mind the dogs. Another small road.
Where are you taking me?
Well, this way, if we go straight for, I don't know, a while, we should hit the big main road that runs north. Because I don't want to get to Hua Hin in the dark.
No, absolutely. And you are the chief navigator.
It's very pretty though.
It is very pretty. There's bananas!
Bananas, palm trees, and I'm still loving these motorbikes with the sidecar. Villages.
Is that one of those water towers?
Yeah. That's a nice drive.
Coconuts, bananas. You would never need to go to the supermarket again, would you?
No.
Okay, I'm going to overtake on this stretch.
I can't believe the rain has held off.
No, I've got my window open.
I know. It's not so hot today. It is only, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
25.7. We feel cold.
We're going to need a jumper.
We might need a jumper by the time we make it back home. All looking houses here. And the colourful one. Oh, mind the foliage, love. We've seen something else that we haven't seen before on this trip. Pineapples growing. So that's where you get your pineapples from back home. That's what they look like. They actually don't grow on trees. They grow on these plants that look a bit like aloe vera.
Yeah, I actually, when I saw that, I shouted to Chris, what is that? I thought it was, what do you make tequila out of? Ah, that stuff. Whatever that stuff is.
Okay, we've made it to the main road, and boy, what a big road this is. It's like 3 lanes either side and the road either side as well. So yeah, sit back, relax. We got 2.5 hours to Hua Hin. So we're just trying food again. Everywhere we go seems to be closed.
It is, I suppose it's
That is a noodle.
Oh, it's 2:45. Bowl of noodles?
Egg noodles and barbecue pork. That'll do.
That'll do you.
We spotted this little noodle shop, so we'll give it a go, see what they've got. Egg noodles and pork, wonton with pork, pork. We got some pork noodles coming, and Marianne doesn't eat pork, so the guy's gonna do her a little bit of veggie.
Some veg and noodles.
Lovely.
And a soup.
And a soup. There you go. And we got a nice little dog. Hello, mate. Wow, look at that. That looks amazing. I got pork, we got some balls, some wonton, some soup, some veggie. That looks exactly what I want. Amazing.
That's delish.
It's very good. 100 baht, which isn't a lot. It was delicious food. And now we got another couple of hours to go. North we go. That's where the pineapples go. That truck is full of pineapples. Loads of them. It's obviously the pineapple region.
Is it the man from Del Monte?
The man from Del Monte, you see, yeah. I think they're selling flowers for the temple.
I think the little thing outside people's houses, you know, the little temples or shrines, that's the word I'm looking for. I think people buy those to put on their shrines as an offering. Because I've seen them hanging on the little shrines outside people's houses.
Interesting. Yeah, what are those fruit?
I'm not sure.
They're like, I'm not sure. I've seen them in Malaysia, but I can't remember what they're called. But that's definitely loaded up. In fact, overloaded trucks seem to be quite a common sight here in Thailand. Okay, we pulled off the main road. We got 1 kilometre to go to where we're staying. It's good. We're just on the outskirts of Hua Hin, so it shouldn't be too busy. Over the train track. Are we all clear?
Yeah, I'm going to do what they do in Japan, which is stop, fully stop.
Yeah. Okay. The roads are getting slightly smaller, but we should be there in a few hundred meters.
Budget hotel, here we come.
That is the hotel, the Takya Beach Resort. Park straight in there if you are. Right in front of a security camera. That's perfect for me.
That is my dream parking spot.
Oh, they put the aircon in already. Cup and can.
Loo, shower. Oh, it's lovely.
This is nice, but hold on.
Nice, we've got a view of the hill.
There's a balcony.
Nice. Right, we're all settled in, and we thought we're going to see if we can find some local dinner.
I'm suggesting we go for pizza.
Not tonight. That's a lot of wires. Sky spaghetti, as I call it. Look at that building there. Look how funny that room is at the top.
That's very random.
I'm going. 3 Chefs Bistro. Let's see what they got. Oh, it looks nice. What a great way to end the day. Chicken satay and a comforting bowl of massaman curry and rice. Okay, we're heading out for pizza. Pizza, you ask? I can hear you all saying, why are you having pizza when you're in Thailand?
Although pizza is great food.
There's a bit of a funny story. So about 20 years ago, we decided we wanted to open our own business, and we discussed all sorts of ideas. But looking online, we found a pizza restaurant here in Hua Hin that we seriously considered. So we thought this afternoon we should have an honorary pizza. Who knows? Maybe this restaurant was the one. Good morning. We've had a nice little stopover here in Hua Hin as we head north towards Bangkok. It's been raining a little bit this morning. Trudy's looking a bit wet.
There hasn't been a lot of rain, but the day that I left the window open and had to run down to close it, that is the day of rain.
Always. Today we're heading north up towards Bangkok. We found somewhere quite unique to have lunch, if it's open, and then a market with a difference. Then it'll be the big time to go to Bangkok to try and get our extension for Trudy and our Chinese visa. Right, let's hit the road. Oh, there you go. You can see one of the little temples outside the hotel here, which is what they were selling by the side of the road, those flowers on the top of that. Okay, turn right, my sweetness, and then should take about an hour and a half to get there, just in time for lunch.
Do we need to get some more mosquito spray?
7-Eleven's been really busy here, but it's quiet today, so we should just hop in and buy a bit of mozzie spray. The mosquitoes here have been absolutely savage. I got mullered the other day, but the little local mosquito spray that you can get is pretty cheap and it's very effective. I always find that the local stuff works the best. 2 things of mozzie spray bought, we're prepared. Right, north we go. So Hua Hin is definitely a destination town. We haven't seen many locals in the short time we've been here. Most people tend to be tourists on holiday or people living here. But yeah, you can get every Western food. As you saw, we ended up having pizza last night. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting off the beaten track a little bit later as we continue our adventure north. So hopefully it's a little bit brighter further north where we're actually going, because I won't give too much away, but the destination that we're going probably relies on having nice weather. So yeah, you'll see what I mean when we get there. In Thailand, the weather can change very quickly. It's actually dry season. The staff in the hotel was saying that it's very unusual for it to be raining this time of year, but it has been on and off the last few days. Yeah, little buses here. There you go, all the guys on holiday crammed into the back. It's definitely much more comfortable driving in Trudy. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I love my girl. She's amazing.
So I think we were staying on the outskirts of Hua Hin, and now we're downtown. Traffic's gone a little bit heavier, but this is downtown Hua Hin.
I'm sure it looks a lot prettier on a sunny day. It's a shame that it's so grey.
Well, it's definitely a bit busier this morning, isn't it? I love these wires. There is spaghetti in the sky. That was a song, wasn't it?
Was it?
Spaghetti in the sky. You know that's where you go when you die.
I don't. I know this song you're talking
Spirit
about.
in the sky.
Oh, it's Spirit.
Sorry, I'm just being silly.
Oh, okay.
Spaghetti in the sky.
I thought you were being
It looks
serious.
like spaghetti in the sky.
Dad joke.
Dad joke for sure. Oh, it's rammed. I think it might take us a bit longer than an hour and a half. I love all these gates every time you come in and leave a city. Very decorative. There's always a picture of the, I think it's the King of Thailand on them. We've turned off onto a smaller road now, and it's looking like it might be brightening up. I'm hopeful.
That would be.
The rain has gone. The sun is out. Yes, the sun is actually out. I love it. The truck in front has got a couple of guys being transported in the back, and they're actually sitting on plastic garden chairs. That's great. We are pretty well there. The sun is out, and this is our destination today.
And the sun is really important today.
Okay, let's go and see what's going on. What makes this place a little bit special is that the chickens are cooked by solar. There you can see solar panels like mirrors here. They're cooked by mirrors.
Hello.
So this is exactly what we were looking for. So we're gonna have some solar cooked chicken and pork with rice for lunch. And then we're gonna see, I think the gentleman that runs the place is gonna let us go a couple of kilometers down the road, and we should be able to see the chicken cooking, which would be absolutely amazing. So there you go, portion of pork, portion of chicken. This pork looks so good. I'm just gonna try a bit. It's moist. The fat is lovely and soft, and it's almost got like crackling on the outside. Absolutely delicious. How's your chicken?
It's really moist. I was expecting it to be maybe a little bit frazzled around the edges, but it's super, super moist.
Oh, capon crab. Oh, what is that? A little pudding or something? Ah, okay. Capon crab. Pudding from across the road, I think. Oh, it's a bakery. There you go. Lovely. We got something new to try for pudding. Soup, soup. Oh, we got some soup. Oh, capon crab. Thank you very much. Lovely. We got some lovely soup as well. Oh, that's so good. So good. Such wonderful hospitality. And this pork rice is seriously the best I've ever had. Okay, now we've got this item here. I'm pretty sure it looks like a pudding. Smells like a pudding. Kind of looks like, oh, like a creamy pudding. That's nice.
Is it nutty?
It tastes a little bit like thick semolina. Do you remember semolina you used to have as a kid?
Yeah, I was never a fan of semolina.
To me, it tastes like a thick, sweet version of semolina.
Coconutty. Yeah, it's not my thing.
They give me oranges. Capon crab. Okay, Marianne's just grabbing the van, and then the gentleman is very kindly offered that we can jump into Trudy. He's going to come with us and show us the chicken cooking. Oh, his solar setup, which is amazing. You can sit in the front. And I think he's bought some chicken to put under the solar. Okay, we jumped out. Marianne's just parking because I don't think we'll get over the bridge to his house. How nice is that for him to invite us to his house to show us the chicken setup. Even more amazing is there's a petrol pump here just outside that you just put coins in and you can fill up. Oh, he's got a lovely house. Look at these two seats here. That's his house. And then he's got his solar setup. He's setting it up to give us a little demo of how it works. This is fantastic.
What a spot.
What an amazing setup. He's built this all out of little mirrors. He's got two setups. There's one here and one here. And he can basically cook a batch of chickens in 12 minutes from the sun. You want to know how to cook free food? 20 years ago, Silas Sutharat was stood by the side of the road. As a bus passed, he could feel the intense heat being reflected onto him. And that gave him the idea to see if it was possible to use that heat for cooking. Nearly 1,000 pieces of mirror later, he devised this amazing solar cooking contraption. He says that the chicken comes out more tender and evenly cooked than the traditional charcoal grill. What a genius! With the rising energy costs around the world, he's found a way to cook without getting that big bill. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. It's been amazing. So nice of them to feed us and show us that. It was amazing. Well worth the visit. So after that amazing little experience there with the solar, we've jumped back into Trudy and we're heading north about another hour, and then we'll find somewhere to park up for the night and continue tomorrow morning. But the sun is still shining, and how lucky are we that the sun came up for that solar experience. Just passing lots of people doing salt. Look at that. There's the salt plates here. Join us next week as we arrive in Bangkok. Will the Thai Customs extend Trudy's permit? More importantly, for our drive home, will we get the Chinese visa? Subscribe and join us next week to find out what happens.